My name is April. Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever channel, and the reason I wanted to give it a shot is, first of all, I love watching everybody else's YouTube videos to get lots of ideas, and then just get to meet other people in the community, and it's just a lot of fun. And also, I had just finished with my master's program for family nurse practitioner, and which kept me extremely busy. And so now I am finished and I've got some extra time on my hands. And also, it's just such a great time of the year to do something like this, I think, just because, everything is so beautiful and seasonal. I love fall, and I love Thanksgiving and Christmas. All of this is just so much fun. So, anyway, for the channel, I think it's going to be a combination of planning, art journaling, junk journaling, Bible journaling, those kinds of things. So today it's going to be mostly just talk about how I started out with planning and where I am today with that. So for years, I pretty much did my planning on my cell phone, which worked just fine for me. But then as my school progressed on, it got more and more challenging and more things to have to keep up with, that I couldn't take a chance on missing out submitting something or presenting something. And I really needed more space to be able to write everything down and keep up with everything. So I was just watching YouTube channels, just kind of see what everybody else is doing out there. And Hobonichi seemed to be the most popular thing, or what a lot of people were using. And I just briefly tried the Passion Planner, which the book itself is beautiful, but the papers are just really thick, and it's just not really what I want. And I guess, I've been Bible journaling since I think about 2016. And so I love the Bible pages. I just love that thinness about it and the crinkly sound that it gets. And that's kind of the Hobonichi. So that's really why I went into that planner as well. So to get started, this was my very first Hobonichi. And I love art. I love being creative. I love decorating. And so I did a lot on this page here. Or the front cover, and then of course the back cover. I love this. So this is so 2022. So mid 2022 is when my program really kicked into gear. And so that's pretty much when I first started. So I really didn't do anything with this section here. As far as this next section, I used it for keeping up with my bills. And all of my bills are auto pay, except I think one I have to remember, to pay that. But I just want to make sure that all the auto pays go through, and I'm getting credit for all of the, bills that I need to pay. And so I'll just kind of flip through this quickly. I didn't really start in here until, let me see. Well, maybe I didn't actually start that in this one. Yeah, that's right. I think it's the next planner that I actually started doing that. So anyway, just to get started. So this was just the start of my monthly. So I did that. And then here, because I don't think I got this planner until probably mid-year or so. But I did want to kind of go back and decorate and everything. So that's just kind of what this was here. And then, I don't know, I guess I just kind of realized, it's just kind of a waste of stickers, to do all this. So anyway, we'll go over to where the weekly starts. And so this was the first week I started in. And I'll just flip through these pages so you can just kind of take a look at the beauty. I love stickers. I love decorating. I'm not very big into journaling, really. But I do love decorating, so that's mostly what you will see here. I have an 80-pound black standard poodle, so that kind of represents him. Okay, and my husband and I went to see the Nutcracker ballet, so that's just our little picture there. And okay, skipped a couple of weeks there. And then it looks like I mostly just decorated and didn't actually fill anything out. But we'll just flip through here. I think that must be it. And then I know I did a lot of daily pages. Of course, Christmas. I love that season. And I'll just flip through these pages and let you see how I decorated these. This, I believe, was from a Brahms grocery bag. So I loved it. I thought it was so pretty. So I put that in there. My stickers are just from a variety of places. Sticker books from, Hobby Lobby or Amazon. Happy Plan, is a Happy Planner? Yes. So, and then some other brand names. This just happened to be on the back of a magazine, so I'll put that in here. So I just love the fireplace, love the tree and the little dog. It's just really cute. So that was for that. Okay, and then, why does it say 2021? I don't know. So maybe I just run across this or something. I'm not really sure, but I know why. Because this planner is for 2022, and this part here is really from the previous year. So there we go. So that's why it says 2021. Okay, so we'll just flip through. Some more grocery bag things there. And I love to watercolor, so some of my backgrounds I would just go in and, throw in some watercolor. There's another grocery bag. Okay, I think, that's pretty much it in this book here. I kind of think I just used this as sort of a trial to see if I was going to like it, because obviously, as you can see, I didn't really do a lot of planning in here. So I think I really got it and just used it, just trying it out. So anyway, but I did decide, I remember that this, I felt like the book was just a little too big for me, because I want to be able to, toss it in my purse and carry it everywhere. And so I saw somebody on YouTube that cut down their Hobonichi. So what I did is I got another Hobonichi 2022 as well. And of course I decorated this one with Coffee Monsters Co. And so we'll start flipping through this one. So here, this is where I kept up with all the patients that I saw in the different areas. I had to see so many GERI patients, so many pediatrics, women's health, and then family practice. So I'll just do little tick marks to kind of help keep up with all that. And then this is where I actually started keeping up with my bills. So I'll just flip through these. There we go. And it looks like I picked up started some planning here. The actual clinical part of my program started here in May. And so, you can start seeing I'm writing down the clinicals. Those are my work days. And then here it gets hot and heavy with my clinicals. So these like my work day. And then this is the days I traveled down to the clinical site. And then these were my clinical days, and then my work days here. And then same thing here. And I must have had August off as a break from school. So That was just my work days. And then, of course, it's September 2022 here, and I started feeling the vibe, of the fall vibe, so I started doing some decorating on my monthlies. And then this is back hard and heavy into my clinicals, so that's my my work schedule, my travel schedule, and then my clinicals. And I must have been too busy to decorate this one, so I've just got my travel days, clinical days, work days. Okay. And then looking at the weeklies, I kind of, May, that's when my program started as far as the clinical portion of it. And I started writing down some of that. So I'm just kind of, trying to get in the swing of things, figuring out how I want to use it. And so as time goes on, I was adding more and more things to it. I promise it gets better. And this was been a busy day for school. That's all full there. And I started kind of thinking about, oh yeah, let's do weather icons. So I started doing that. And yeah, tried some different type of weather icons. Did a little bit of meal planning there. That didn't last long. And then, as I said, I love the fall. So I started decorating a little bit more here. And as you see, as fall goes on, I start adding more pretty things. Look, that page is really beautiful. And let's keep going. This is for the Halloween. Had a lot of things planned here for school. I mean, every day I had something I had to do, but some days were, busier than others. And then Christmas is coming, so I started doing some decorating for that. Not this page, not this week. I'm not really sure why. But, and I think, by this time, school is out. And I think I'm on vacation here, so I really had a lot of time to decorate on this page. And I don't know, I fell off here, but it's December anyway, so we'll go look at my daily pages. And it looks like I started these here. And again, not always, but a lot of times I like to use watercolors in the background. And again, I really don't do a lot of journaling. It is more of decorating and art and stickers, things like that. Oh, there's Jack again. Yeah, I think the rest of these, I guess I got really busy in school, so I just did a little bit of decoration just to say I put something on the page. Okay, I think that, oh no, there's more. Okay, jumped over to Christmas time. So that's definitely it from that book. Okay, so then for 2023, I actually decided to add my own band here. So it did kind of help a lot. Of course, you can see it got really chunky, which I do love. And I did decorate this one really pretty as well. I just love all of these colors. Okay, and I cut this one down to size 2. So, here we are again, keeping up with my counts. I make sure I see all the patients that I need to see. And then I use the, these pages for making sure I get my bills paid. And then this is just the December. And then January, and I kind of start doing a little bit better with putting in my work days, my clinical days. Sorry. I think that's it there. And then start some weeklies here. That turned out really pretty. Those little dogs are so cute. And then here I started using more like the little quarter boxes or half boxes for some of my schoolwork to write down things that I needed to complete. Still doing the weather icons. So, I don't know. I decided to split it here. For some reason, I just really don't love doing, this whole, like I do want to do this whole week in Valentine's Day, but I also want to start picking up St. Patrick's Day. So I just did that. This was a cute little kit. And this is where I graduated school. So that was such a relief. Glad that is done. Then I think this is where I decided that this book, although I love it, it is super chunky, and I really want something a little more portable. But I will go ahead and let's go and at least look at the dailies. And I guess in a way my planner kind of ended up being like a junk journal, which is okay. I mean I kind of like having everything in one book. So I have my planning, and then I also get to have a little bit of art and some junk journaling. But then, you know, it ended up getting too big and too heavy to carry around with me. And so I wanted to go with something smaller. I'll show you that here in just a minute. So, I love winter. I had a lot of those winter things. And that is it for this book. So then that's when I decided to go smaller. So here I am with the 2023 original. And then on this one I just did some Coffee Monster Co. here. And the thing about I like the size of the original, but the only thing is, you know, it doesn't have the weekly pages. So I went and bought the supplemental book, and I cut the pages out of it and glued them in here. which, because I'm not really would be using the first part of this book, because the other book is where I, did most of this year. So I did have some pages that I wouldn't be using, so that's what I ended up doing. So I haven't really decided what I want to do yet for 2024. I did order the Sterling ink B6 and A6 and the camel white edges. I've got them, they're here, and I keep looking through them, just trying to decide if that's really what I want to do, because I do like how Hobonichi has, I guess, the darker lines and the darker dates, and I like that. But so I'm not really sure. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do Sterling ink or not. I do like the B6 size though. I think it'd be better even than this size, because it does give me a little more room, but it's not as big as the cousin. I really wish that Hobonichi had a B6 size with the weekly pages. That would just be absolutely perfect. So anyway, I'll show you what I did here. Okay, so I started doing my bills, so I just kind of flipped through all that. And then I just went right to where I left off in my cousin for 2023 and just kind of picked up right here. Okay. And then October is my current month. So yeah, I just kind of started out with some fall theme and then kind of went over to some more like a little Halloween theme. Okay, and then we'll go to the weeks. And I'll show you here so you can see the where the page separates right there. So I had just cut out the pages and taped them into other pages. So like, I knew, excuse me, I knew I wouldn't be doing any dailies in February because I pretty much took care of that in my other book. So I had some, extra pages here I could kind of cheat and add my weeklies into. But that's not really going to work for me in the next year. So anyway, I've got to decide what I want to do. So anyway, this is August, and I continued on with my weather. And I started adding medication here, but then that got old, so that eventually did drop off. Try to put in like the days that what I had for breakfast. We have pooper picker upper on Monday. House cleaners come every other Monday. The lawnmower people, and then if I bought some groceries, and my son bowls on the weekend, so I was able to. I think actually just he and his dad went to do that, because I usually work weekends. So, and I did some dinners here. That doesn't last long, as you'll see. That kind of fell off the bandwagon too. Okay, so similar things on this page. And then, of course, we go into the beautiful fall season, which is my favorite. So here, I was still kind of leaving the calendar open. And I think as I go forward, I start covering that up because I really don't need that. So, and started, just adding some things here on the side column. And now we're finally in October. One thing I have found though, since school is finished for me, I have been struggling with trying to figure out, what to put on a lot of these days because, I don't have small kids anymore and school is finished. So, but what I like to do, especially going into 2024, I really would like to use my planner also to keep track of my Bible studies. So I might end up doing that for the next year, maybe using my plans for studying the Bible or doing Bible journaling. And then if this, channel grows and I'm able to do that, I could always put that on here as something to keep track of, like filming days or editing and uploading, that kind of thing. So anyway, so then this is this week. And I do a lot of the washi on the edges just because I'm trying to cover up the pages that I taped in here. So that kind of helps it look a little better and helps hold it down too. And then this is this week. And we're here on this week finally. So anyway, I usually like to decorate October with more of a autumn fall theme, but then as it gets closer to Halloween, I'll start doing some Halloween stuff because I love Halloween too, but I love fall even better. So I try to take advantage of that with the decorations. So, and the other thing too, I was just thinking that the only thing about this size of planner, most of my kits are for cousin. So after I moved into this one, I really had to do a lot of sticker surgery, which, it does take extra time, but it's not really that big of a deal because I love doing arts and crafts, and it's kind of fun actually. But I do have to think about it's going to take me more time, if I really wanted to speed things up. That's one thing that I would have to do. So anyway, that's this week here. And then let's go over to my dailies. So August is when I switched to this book, so that's where I started doing my daily pages. Trash pickup, if you can hear that noise out there. And of course my air condition kicks on here and there, so it just now went off. So I keep my house pretty cool, so even though it's fall season, it's still, I'm in Texas, so it's still 80s outside, so my air condition does still kick on sometimes. So, but next week it's going to get cooler. It's going to be, I think, high in the 50s. So I'm excited about that. And it's going to be cold for Halloween, which doesn't always happen here in Texas. So I'm really excited about that. It just seems more seasonal. Because when I was growing up, it was always cold during Halloween. I remember wearing overcoats and things like that. I mean, I wasn't living in Texas then. I was living back east. But anyway, so we'll just kind of flip through these pages. And so as September came on, I started doing more seasonal. Yes, I love this. It's so pretty. And I've never used fountain pen ink for painting, but one of the girls I watch on YouTube, she does that. And so I bought some samples from, I think it's called Ferris Wheel Paint, and so I could try it out. So this is such a really beautiful color. So what I do is I put a few drops of the ink on the paper, and then I came back with some plastic like sticker paper for the packaging, and just smushed it, and still has some leftovers from the first print, I guess you can say. and then did it here. And then this is the other color that I got a sample of. It's really pretty as well. So pretty. Yeah, so on this one, the second and third smushing kind of lasted a little bit longer. And then this color, very beautiful as well. But it didn't really, I guess it didn't really have as much, I don't know. But I was only able to get 2 pages with this smushing technique for this ink. So more into the seasonal. This is one of the purple inks that I got. And it looks like I really didn't have a lot of extra smushing for this one either, so I only got 2 pages out of it. So starting to now do more Halloween. I had to throw fall back in here too. I think I just really don't have a lot of Halloween stuff, so. And then here, I thought this is so pretty. I love this. And so I did sneak a little bit of Halloween in with the fall vibes. And that's as far as I've gotten. So anyway. Oh, and also in this book, I started keeping track with the books that I'm reading. Okay, so I just kind of started reading this summer because school was finished. And so I love mystery novels. So when I'm not reading this, then the rest of my time I'm spent reading or doing like Bible study. I'm on a weight loss journey, so I usually try to put little ideas of recipes here and snacks and things. So anyway, okay, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see how it goes, and hopefully I can do more videos for you. And I hope you have a very, very fantastic day. Bye now.